Okay guys, listen up. Today we have two new employees joining us here at the design department. Miss Hanamura and Miss Hayashida. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Hanamura. I used to work in the same industry, so I can start right away. Looking forward to working with you all. Hello, I'm Hayashida. I come from a completely different industry, so it might take me some time to learn the ropes. I look forward to working with you all.
Nice to meet you!
I'm Ryu Wakamatsu. I work for this company that makes signs. I work for the design department. There were two other departments in the company, the production department and the construction department. The company had about 120 employees in total. A few years ago, we struck a deal with this really big company and things started to get really busy after that. So our department decided to hire two new designers.
Hayashida, go sit next to Oshitsuki. Sir, I think you should put her with Wakamatsu. He's a much better teacher than I am. And Miss Hayashida's new to this industry, so... Oh, right. Okay then, Wakamatsu. Can I put you in charge?
Of course!
I'll teach Miss Hanamura. The desk next to me is empty, so... Alright, sounds good. Thanks, Oshitsuki. Of course.
So my boss put me in charge of training one of the new employees, Miss Hayashida.
Mr. Wakamatsu, it's very nice to meet you. I come from a completely different industry, so it might take me some time to learn how things go around here, but I'll do my best.
Of course. If you need help with anything, just ask. Miss Hayashida was the quiet type. She usually kept to herself, but she was really good with computers, and she remembered everything I told her. I never had to repeat myself, so that was kind of nice. Okay, let's take lunch. You have 1 hour. There are lots of good restaurants around here, so have fun.
Okay, thank you.
It was lunch break. I headed to this small restaurant near the office. I eat here several times a week. It was cheap, but good. I loved it here. But then, I ran into one of my colleagues there, Ochitsuki.
Hey, Wakamatsu. Talk about drawing the short end of the stick. I could never work with an ugly chick like that.
Hey, don't talk like that. She's brilliant. She might come from a different industry, but she's really good with the computer. She's a fast learner. She's gonna be a real asset to the team, I'm sure of it.
Oh, give it a rest, man. Stop trying to be the nice guy. You know she's ugly as hell.
Actually, no, I don't.
Yeah, whatever. Have fun.
He's such a jerk. I don't really like him. Miss Hayashida was learning quick. She was really motivated too. I really enjoyed teaching her. It was a pleasure working with her. When I started here, I wasn't this good. I got a lot to learn from her.
I'm done.
Wow, that was fast. Great job. Let's see here.
So, what do you think? Is there anything I can do better?
Actually, no. This is perfect. Well done. I'm really glad she joined our company.
Next Friday, we're gonna have a welcome party for Miss Hayashida and Miss Hanamura after work.
Miss Hayashida, did you find any good restaurants?
Not really. I don't really like going into restaurants by myself, so I usually buy stuff from the convenience store and eat them at the park.
Really? You should have told me that. I'll eat with you if you want. Yeah, I've been working here for 5 years now, so I know lots of great restaurants. What do you want to eat?
Oh, thank you. I really like pasta.
Ah, I know the perfect place. Well, let me know when you're ready to go. Pretty good, right? Pretty cheap, too. That day during lunch, we went out to lunch together. But then, Oshitsuki and Hanamura came in. Then...
Hey guys!
Oh, hello.
Miss Hayashida, what are you eating there? Looks pretty good, but that looks really fattening.
What's your problem, man? Leave us alone. Why is she laughing? Jerks.
Whatever, let's go.
That was good, wasn't it? Let's grab some coffee and head back to the office, shall we? Hold on, be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Wakamatsu, you're jealous, aren't you?
About what?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Miss Hanamura.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job. You've gotta grow up, man. You're not in high school anymore. And besides, Miss Hayashida is brilliant. She's gonna be a real asset to her company. Stop being disrespectful to her.
Whatever.
What do you want to eat tomorrow? I was thinking maybe we should go for some noodles.
Sure, but you sure you want me to eat with you?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I'm not that good looking, so, you know.
Don't say that. And I really enjoy working with you. You're so full of ideas and you're always really motivated. I can tell you're really passionate about this, and I admire that.
Oh, thank you.
So, let's grab some noodles tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Miss Hayashida was such a hard worker. We still had a week before the welcome party, but she was already able to do a lot of things on her own. She was really good at this. She can do anything. She's a lifesaver. I'm really glad she joined us.
So, Miss Hanamura, Miss Hayashida, how's work coming? I know there's a lot to learn, but hope all is well.
Yeah, I think I got the hang of it. I used to do this at my last job, so.
Good to hear.
Mr. Wakamatsu is a really good teacher. I'm learning a lot from him. I still have a lot to learn, but I think I'm getting the hang of it.
She's so modest.
Ah, that's great. Keep up the good work.
A few minutes later, I got a missed call from my dad. I stepped out of the restaurant to call him back. When I came back in, I saw Miss Hanamura talking to Miss Hayashida in the hallway.
Hayashida, I feel so bad for you. Everyone's always comparing you to me. And I'm better than you in every way imaginable. I mean, just look at us. You look terrible. And I bet I'm much better at this job than you are.
Ugh, what a jerk. Not sure how good you are, but I doubt it. Miss Hayashida is brilliant. Earlier, she was just being modest. She's a really fast learner, you know?
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I was just worried about her. That's all.
All right, well, let's all go back, shall we? This is your party, so come on. Miss Hanamura tried to act all innocent, but I knew she was full of crap. After we got back to the table, Miss Hayashida didn't say much. She just sat there looking down at the table. Miss Hayashida, good morning!
Good morning.
Monday, Miss Hayashida didn't look well. What do you want to eat for lunch today? There's this barbecue joint if you're interested. Oh, but all the smoke might stink up your clothes.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind. But are you sure I can join you?
Yeah, of course!
Okay, thank you.
But then, a few days later, I overheard Miss Hanamura talking to her colleagues. She was talking behind Miss Hayashida's back.
Miss Hayashida looks terrible. Like, she doesn't care what she wears, you know? She needs to learn more about self-management. I don't know about that part. Her dress doesn't stand out much, but I don't see what the problem is. She looks fine.
Fortunately for her, everyone here was nice, so nobody really listened to her. She was probably doing this to make herself look better in comparison, but by acting like this, she was doing the opposite. But I guess she didn't realize that. Miss Hanamura, break time is over. You should get back to work.
Yes, sir.
I wanted Miss Hayashida to keep working here, so I did everything I could to help her. Then about a month later...
Hanamura, did you make this?
Yes, sir.
Do it again. I just got a call from the production department. They said they can't use this. The numbers are all wrong. Oshitsuki, you're her supervisor. How did this get through? You're supposed to check her work. Wait! Oh, I've never seen that before. She must have handed it in without my approval.
What? That's not true. I asked you to check them.
But you said you knew how to do this. I didn't think you'd mess this up. Stop it, you two. Just get it fixed, now.
Miss Hanamura was really bad at this. The manager was always yelling at her. things between Ochitsuki and Hanamura started getting awkward. It wasn't looking good for them. On the other hand,
Miss Hayashida, I really love your design. And so did the client. Well done. They even sent you a letter to thank you for your work. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
And the people from the production department. They speak very highly of you as well. Maybe you should go say hi to them sometime.
Thank you, sir. But it's all thanks to Mr. Wakamatsu. He's a really good teacher. I had no idea how to do any of this at first, but he was always there for me, so yeah.
Ah, I see. Good job, Wakamatsu. Well, keep up the good work, you two.
thank you, sir.
Ochitsuki, why don't you ask Wakamatsu for some advice? You can learn a lot from him.
Miss Hayashida was brilliant, but she was also modest and polite. Everyone, including people from the other departments, loved her.
Hey, you want to go out to lunch together? Huh? Me?
Yeah, I know this really good place. Ladies get a 20% discount on a lunch.
Go ahead. I hear it's really good. But on the other hand, things weren't looking good for Miss Hanamura. She thought she was the prettiest girl in the office, and she had an attitude problem. Everyone started avoiding her. She was on her own. How was it?
It was really good. The store was really fancy. Maybe we can go there next week or something.
Oh yeah? Sounds good.
Okay then.
6 months later, something interesting happened to Miss Hayashida. She was still sitting next to me, but did you see Miss Hayashida? She lost a lot of weight. She's really hot now. I know, right? She looks like a completely different person now.
Yeah, I had no idea she was this hot.
Guys are all over her now. She's got a great personality as well, so no surprises there.
Miss Hayashida, let's go out for lunch together.
No thanks.
Uh,
As for Oshitsuki, nobody really liked him to begin with. He was always a jerk to everyone, so... And Miss Hanamura, she never took responsibility for her own mistakes. So even after 6 months, she still couldn't do anything on her own.
How many times do I have to tell you this? Why are you so bad at this?
You're just a bad teacher. I should have gone with Mr. Wakamatsu in the first place.
What?
Don't you guys have a deadline to meet? Stop fighting. It's a waste of time. And Ochitsuki, you're the one who volunteered to be your supervisor, remember? Learn to take responsibility.
Yeah, you two. Stop fighting already. Get to work.
Those two were always fighting. It was kind of sad. Everyone at the office tried their best to stay away from them.
Mr. Wakamatsu,
Yeah?
recently, this new restaurant opened up. They have the best pizza in town. It's really close to my house, and you always said you liked pizza, so...
Oh yeah, what's it called?
I forgot, but, if you want, maybe we can go there this weekend?
Sure, sounds good.
And, maybe we can go see a movie together after that? What do you think?
Huh? Really? Like a date?
It's okay if you don't want to.
I love that. It's a date.
Okay, thanks.
A few weeks later, we started dating. That was nice and all, but when the other guys at work find out about this, they're gonna be super jealous. How am I gonna explain this to them? Oh well, I'm sure I'll figure it out.
I'm Shin Matsuzake. I recently moved near my office because I just can't seem to wake up in time, even if I set my alarm clock. I really wanted to live in a more spacious place out in the suburbs, but I decided on a tiny apartment a short walking distance from my workplace. Oh boy, I had a little too much to drink tonight. It's been a year since my younger sister passed. I better go and visit her grave. Huh? Who's that sitting in front of my apartment?
Hey, sis. Oh, wait a sec. You're not...
This is my apartment. Can I help you, miss?
Pardon me? You live here?
Did you come to the wrong apartment or something? Who are you waiting for?
Oh no. This isn't Kayo Kitaba's place? I thought she lived here.
Kitaba? Nope, not Kitaba. And I don't think the person next door was named Kitaba either.
I see. I must have gotten the address wrong. I'm so sorry.
Hey, wait up! The person that was living here before me, that person may have been someone named Kitaba. I remember getting some mail when I first moved here, and I think the name on it was Kitaba, if I remember correctly.
Oh my god, really? When did you move into the place?
About 2 months ago.
2 months ago, huh? I guess my sister moved out already then.
Well, if you need to see her, can't you just call or send her a text or something?
I would if I could, but her number has changed and I tried to text her, but nothing.
That's why you're here. You came here to see her. Is that all?
My folks were always focused on me, pampering me, but they treated my sister with disdain, always comparing her to me. She just couldn't handle the stress anymore, and when she was 15, she ran away from home.
This was a really heartbreaking story she told me. Apparently, her folks pitted the two sisters against each other, praising the younger daughter for her beauty and intellect, while belittling her older sibling. Despite the circumstances, the two sisters adored each other. Her sister Kayo always looked after her little sister, but when her folks saw the affection Kayo showed toward her younger sibling, the abuse got worse.
When we were old enough, we were going to move out and live together, away from our parents. So as soon as I graduated from high school, I ran away from home. But I haven't been able to find my sister. I can't get in touch with her.
Are you okay?
I'm really sorry. I'm sure you don't want to hear all about this. You must have been surprised to see a girl sitting outside your apartment. I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you called the police.
Excuse me, but do you know what you're going to do now? Do you have anywhere to go?
No, I don't. I just grabbed what I could. I only had my allowance, but I used that all up coming here from home.
Do you have any idea where your sister is right now?
No, not really. I was going to check some of the past correspondence. Maybe we could figure out where she went to. There might be a hint somewhere. Thanks for your help.
If you don't mind, would you like to come in? You can do your search inside. I can make some coffee or whatever you want.
Pardon me?
I'm sorry. That didn't sound quite right, did it? I sounded like some sicko. Please, don't take it all wrong. I just thought that letting a young woman like yourself go alone in the city would be, you know?
Are you sure? Will you do that for me? To be honest, I really need to go to the bathroom.
Right.
I'm really sorry. I haven't eaten since this morning. This is so embarrassing. I don't know what to say.
By the looks of her line messages, it seems pretty clear that your sister was living here. The photos she sent seems right, and the park outside is the very same one. No doubt she lived here.
When we talked on the phone, she said that her room was the same as her birth date, so I figured it was here.
Oh yeah, this is room 203. So her birthday is February 3rd. That right?
Yes, that's right. All I had was info and stuff that I could figure out from phone calls and text messages from 3 months ago. That's how I got this far. But I guess I was a little late. I wonder if she's trying to avoid me.
No, I don't think so. Why give you hints about where she is if she didn't want to be found, right? I don't know. Looking at her photo, she doesn't look like the type to just evade her little sister.
Then where did she go? Why won't she answer the phone? I can't believe she would change it.
Yeah. Why don't we go out and try to find her the day after tomorrow? I have to work tomorrow, so I'll be gone all day. But
Seriously? You would do that for me?
you probably don't know the city that well. If you're okay with me helping out, that is. What do you think?
Thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you. Why help me? You don't even know me.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you remind me of my little sister. I guess.
Oh, so you have a younger sister, huh?
Yes, I did have one. I loved her dearly, but she died a year ago due to a traffic accident. Maybe that's why I sort of understand your concern for your sister.
I'm sorry, I never should have brought it up.
Please, don't apologize. All I wanted you to know is I had a younger sister, so I just felt a need to help you. That's all. Don't take me as some weirdo, okay? Oh yeah, and here's some money. Use it for food and maybe find a cheap place to stay.
Oh, are you serious? I can't accept that.
Please, I insist. I can't have you stay here overnight. The landlord would probably kick me out. She's a real stickler for rules. Anyway, there's a cheap business hotel near the station. You can stay there for a while. And get some rest and make sure to eat properly. I'll contact you after work tomorrow.
I really don't know how to thank you. You could have just turned a blind eye. Oh, yeah, can I ask your name now that we're friends?
Sure. My name's Shin Matsuzake. Just call me Shin. Let's work together to find your sister.
I'm praying we find her. Oh, and I'm Shu Kitaba. I'm forever in your debt.
She was a bit reluctant to accept the money, but I insisted, and she finally relented. We exchanged contact information, and she left. I got a text from her confirming that she got a room at the business hotel. Can you believe such a story? Sounds like some story out of anime. Sure you didn't dream it up last night? But this girl, she seemed pretty reckless trusting some stranger. Lucky that this stranger was you. Yeah, that's exactly it! I didn't want her getting mistreated by some weirdo downtown. And she reminds me of my little sister. Just thought she would have been around the same age.
Excuse me?
What the? You scared the crap out of me!
You just said Shu, right? Are you talking about a young girl about 18? Looks like a cute little doll? You just said this girl, sorry for eavesdropping by the way, came all the way from the suburbs looking for her older sister. Is that true? You didn't make that stuff up, did you?
Yes, that's what he said.
Give me all the info you got. I need to know the details, guys. I'm Kayo Futaba, Shu's sister.
Holy smokes, no way! You must be kidding! This whole mystery surrounding Shu's sister ended just as quickly as it started, which is actually a good thing.
Kayo, I was dying to see you. Shu, is it true that you ran away from home? And with no money? Are you out of your mind?
That's right. I ran off while they were asleep. I wanted to be with you, sis. I couldn't stand being there a minute longer.
My God, look at you. You look all tired out. That cute face of yours is a mess.
Kayo, I missed you so much.
Me too. I'm really sorry, Shu. About 3 months ago, Mom and Dad called me and told me to never get in touch with you ever again. I figured they must have looked at the text messages we were having and somehow figured out where I lived. That's why I moved out so quickly. I didn't want them tracking me down. That's why we sort of lost contact.
I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Mom heard me talking to you on the phone. I don't think they saw the text messages. I had a password on the phone and I always text you in the bathroom. I was really careful. You know how they can get.
You must have been worried sick. I'm so sorry, Shu. It's the last thing I wanted to do. You're Mr. Matsukaze, is that right? I can't thank you enough for what you did for my sister.
He even lent me money. Even made me a sandwich.
I'll repay you every cent right away. I really appreciate your kindness, Mr. Matsukaze. I really don't know how to thank you.
Thank you so much.
Please, call me Shu. And it was nothing. Anybody would have done the same under the circumstances. The two sisters thanked me again and again as they left my place. I have to admit, watching them walk away like that, hand in hand, was heartwarming. I'm so glad everything turned out the way it did. I heard later that Kayo lived at a nearby apartment, and they're now living together. Kayo would call every now and then, wanting my advice about this or that.
I heard from a friend that you know my folks, and they tell me they've been snooping around the neighborhood recently. They haven't come around here, have they?
No. No sign of them around here as far as I know. I'll ask a friend of mine who's a lawyer. Maybe he'll have some advice. Kayo and her sister were both understandably worried that their parents would show up, so they moved into a better apartment with a more effective security system, especially the front door. I went over there to help them move in. Do you know anybody that would help you get your folks to put an end to all this?
Well, I suppose I could talk to my mom's brother, my Uncle Toshi. He was always mediating for us when things were out of hand.
I talked to my lawyer yesterday about all this, and he said he's willing to oversee things if there's anything legal that needs to be done. Kayo contacted her uncle, and he was more than happy to help smooth things over with her folks. It seems the uncle and other relatives were aware that there were some family problems, but weren't clear on the details. But when they learned of the mistreatment and bullying that apparently went on, all her relatives were in total shock.
My uncle and other relatives were so ashamed that they didn't notice anything. Yes, they were so remorseful, saying sorry over and over for not being more aware.
Well, that's good. You should put faith in them and let them help you. It will probably be difficult confronting your folks, but you have your relatives to back you up. Don't give up.
You better believe it. We got this.
Although it took a bit of time to get it all resolved, her folks finally relented and promised to leave the sisters alone. Honestly speaking, it's not as easy as that. But my lawyer told me that if they attempted to interfere again, they had a right to contact the police and press charges if need be. Despite their treatment of Kayo, her folks were law-abiding citizens and are mindful of any social repercussions that it could potentially bring.
I think we're finally in the clear. No more worries. Yeah, and I can live with my sister without having to look behind my back every time.
Yeah, it was a long and difficult road, wasn't it? But the road ahead is bright. I've been helping them out for so long that we've really become close. Whenever they have any problems or need someone to talk to, they call me right away. I almost feel like I gained 2 sisters.
We can't thank you enough for helping us out. You're the white and shining armor. I'm so glad I ran into you that day. You can say that again. We were able to get through this mess because you helped us out every step of the way. Thanks, Shu.
I really didn't do much at all, but just seeing you guys so happy, I'm just grateful everything turned out the way it did.
Yes, I'm happy, but there's one thing I'm still worried about.
Huh? Really? What can that be?
I'm worried about your health. I mean, you seem to be eating only fast food junk, like those instant noodles, that kind of stuff. It's not good for you. Yeah, not only that, his room's a mess. The laundry all piled up and those dishes in the sink all the time. I mean, seriously, the place needs tidying up, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, what did you expect? Guys are like that. It's the bachelor life.
Well, you seem pretty happy when we bring some homemade cooking.
Oh yeah, the stuff you made is wonderful. I can't get enough of it.
Shu, you have to think about your health too. Not only that it tastes good, you have to think of nutrition. Just because it tastes good, it may not be healthy, you know?
Yeah, but I'm sure the things you guys bring over are super nutritious.
That's right. We need you to stay healthy for a long time. That's why we need to keep cooking for you.
Yeah, no doubt I'll be the healthiest guy at the office if you continue to pamper me. And your cooking is super delicious too. To be honest, I dread going back to eating instant noodles.
Yeah, you should stay away from those. Alright then, does that mean we all live together? Yeah, what a good idea. We have an extra room at our place. Why don't you move all your stuff in today?
Yeah. I'd love to live with you guys. Wait a second. Did you just ask me to?
Hey Shu, would you mind if we visited your sister one of these days? Last year, we just didn't have the time with all that was going on with my folks and all. Yeah, me too. I want to go visit your sister's memorial too. I need to thank her for having such a great brother.
Yeah, sure, but... Boy, everything is moving way too fast for me. What am I gonna do?
Reiko's so beautiful, isn't she?
She is pretty.
But I can't carry a conversation with her. She won't accept my invitations. She won't even give her contact info to guys.
My name is Ryo Higashitsuka. I'm 22 years old and in my second year of college. I recently started working part-time at a pub, and there's a very beautiful part-timer there.
Wait, you're from the same hometown as me? Higashisuka?
Really?
Yeah, you're from Sekafushi City, right?
Since I started my part-time job a week ago, I never spoken to Reika Nakamura, even though we worked the same shift. Oh, that's right. This is the first time I've met a local since I came to Tokyo.
What an amazing coincidence that we're from the same prefecture in the same city.
She happened to hear me talking about my hometown with another part-timer that day, and he came over to talk to me during a break.
Let's talk about our hometown again.
Yes. After that, whenever we worked together, she would talk to me.
Higashisuka-kun, good work.
Ah, good work.
Higashitsuka, you're so lucky. You get along just because you're from the same hometown. Oh, that's right.
Well, they would say that. There was some jealousy from my part-timers, but I enjoyed talking with Nakamura-san.
I'm going back to my parents' house after college.
Me too. Then I wonder if we can be friends after we go back.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a big park near my house called Fushigi Gaoka. I used to play there when I was a kid. Have you heard of it?
I have. But as I was talking to Nakamura-san, I realized the worst thing. I wonder if Nakamura-san might be from that Nakamura family. It's a common last name, so I didn't think anything of it, but
What are you going to do back home, Higashisuka?
I plan to take over my parents' business.
Me too. We're a well-established hot spring inn, but we're having a hard time with all the cheap hot spring inns and hotels coming in.
It's confirmed. What should I do? My hometown is a hot spring resort area where my great-grandfather ran an inn from his generation. And so did the Nakamura family, whom they didn't get along with since they were competing for business. So much so that the mere mention of it at home would make the family tense. I was always told since I was a child not to get along with the Nakamura family.
Don't be friends with Nakamura's. It's okay. They're in a different school district.
The inn is close by, but their respective homes are far apart, and my parents never brought their kids to their workplace. So I grew up never seeing the kids from the Nakamura family. Even when it was decided that I was going to go to college in Tokyo, my grandfather and father told me,
Nakamura's daughter is also going to a university in Tokyo. But don't talk to her even if you happen to see her.
"That's right, never get involved with the Nakamuras." They really don't get along. Well, I've never been involved with anyone from the Nakamura family until this year. I was strictly being forbidden. Oh no, we finally got closer. I can't tell her.
Hey! Higashisuka, you have tomorrow off, right? Wanna go to karaoke with me?
Okay. I want to go. I want to talk more with Nakamura-san.
I've never been to Yokohama Chinatown either.
Me too.
Maybe we can go there during the next 3-day weekend? I heard there's a good fortune teller there.
And I couldn't say anything. I was getting along with Nakamura-san, and 1 month passed, then 2 months, then 3. And by the time summer came, I'd fallen in love with her. I wonder what would happen if my parents found out. Then one day in the summer, when Nakamura-san and I were in Chinatown.
You know, I feel at home when I'm with you. Maybe it's because we're from the same hometown.
I feel at home with you too, Nakamura-san.
Then why don't we go out?
The image of Nakamura-san being blamed by my parents instantly flashed through my mind, and I couldn't respond.
Sorry, you can forget about it. We can just stick to being friends.
Sorry.
Since we're here, let's go have fun in Chinatown and get our fortune told.
With this date of birth, the two of you are very compatible.
Oh, you don't have to go into that. We just want to know if our work in the future will go well.
Nakamura-san. That day, I went back to my room. And as I kept thinking about it, I got angrier and angrier. No, I can't give up! Who cares about the house? Sorry to call you at this hour. Can you meet me from now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah?
I was happy when you said let's go out.
Yeah.
But I'm actually the heir to the Higashitsuka Inn. I knew from the beginning that Nakamura-san was from Nakamura Inn, but I couldn't tell you because I enjoyed our time together.
I know. I knew from the beginning. But I couldn't tell you because I wanted to get closer to Higashisuka. Higashisuka, do you remember a girl you used to play with in elementary school? Stopped coming to Fushigigaoka Park all of a sudden one day?
What?
My grandfather saw us playing together. And next day, I was banned from going to Fushigigaoka Park.
I met her for the first time in the 3rd grade at the park, and we played together until the start of 4th grade. But one day, she suddenly stopped coming to the park.
Hey, Rio, you can only play on Wednesday and Fridays too? Yeah, I have lessons on the other days. Me too. Let's play on Wednesdays and Fridays then. Yeah. Hey, look! Isn't this like a secret house? Want to make it a secret hideout? You're right. We can come here on rainy days too. It's our secret. Let's keep our treasures here. So cute.
I liked that girl, so I was very shocked that I couldn't see her all of a sudden. And for a while, I was waiting for her at Fushigi Park on Wednesdays and Fridays. Thinking back, that girl's name was Reika too. That was my first heartbreak.
I had a crush on that boy. I thought he would be waiting for me. I always thought ever since then. I started disliking the idea of befriending boys. When Higashizuka came into my part-time job, I knew right away.
I kept all the treasures that girl left at the secret hideout at my parents' house. I thought I could give them to her in case I saw her in the park again.
Really?
I want to go out with you, Nakamura-san.
What if the parents find out and tell us to break up? What would you do if we suddenly can't see each other, like the time at the park?
I'll go somewhere far away with you.
Yes!
And then Nakamura-san and I started going out. I think it probably took a lot of courage for Nakamura-san to go out with me. Ever since she was a child, her parents have always told her not to be friends with me.
I'm going to marry you no matter what, Rio.
Yeah, I want to marry you too, Reika. For the next 2 years, Reika and I enjoyed our life together in Tokyo. One day, as we were just about to graduate in a few months, I received a phone call from my father. That's my dad.
I have something important to tell you about the Nakamura family.
What?
It's important, so you need to come back here.
What did your father say?
He has something important to tell me about the Nakamura family?
Maybe he found out about us.
I don't know, but it seemed urgent.
No, I don't want to break up with you.
Let's go back to our hometown together and talk to our parents honestly. If they disagree, we'll run away together.
Yeah.
If we can't see each other, I'll be waiting for you at the secret hideout in Fushigi Park every day at 8. I'll be there every day until you come.
Okay.
And I tell my parents the day I was coming back. And on the bullet train back to my hometown, both Reika and I held hands in silence the whole time. Let's go.
Okay.
I went into the house and opened the sliding door, and I was absolutely speechless. What's going on?
Why is Reika here?
What? Dad?
What? Is this Nakamura-san's daughter? Rio, I called you back today because I have something important to tell you.
There are people from the Nakamura family who are supposed to be our enemies.
You know those old, well-established hot springs in the area that are now going out of business? Many inexpensive hot spring and resort hotels have sprung up, and the number of guests is decreasing every year. It's the same for us in Higashizuka-san's place.
Yes, I know.
So we've come to the conclusion that if we keep bickering, we'll both go under, so I was proposing that we work together. But your grandfathers are the only one who won't nod their heads. I won't accept it. That's right. It's a disgrace for the generations before us.
Please, approve of my relationship with Reika. I have fallen in love with her, I'm serious.
No!
Please. I'm serious.
I won't allow it.
Fine. And Reika and I won't take her over the inn. We'll leave our hometown and live together somewhere far away.
I'm going with Rio. I hate you, Grandpa.
Hate? Rio? You're not going to follow in my footsteps?
It's none of our business. I don't want to be stuck in the past like this and not be able to be with a person I love. I'm never coming back here again.
Let's go, Reika! Wait, okay! I understand. Reika, take back what you said about hating me. That's right! Wait, you're the only heir we have. I'll accept it! Let's not interrupt our children with fights from previous generations. That's right! It's no longer the time to be fighting.
And with both our parents on our side, the grandpas finally agreed to approve of the relationship, and the Yins agreed to help each other out. Why did you two get along so badly in the first place?
I'm sorry. Our grandfathers, which means Reika's great-grandfather, and Higashizuka-san's great-grandfather, fell in love with the same person and, well, they both got dumped. And then they were enemies.
What a stupid reason.
How frustrating. Do you know how sad we've been the last 2 years? No, Ever since we were kids?
Yeah, we even talked about eloping if you didn't.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this.
You're right, I'm really sorry.
We should have settled this on our own time. I'm sorry.
I'm glad.
Yeah. The families that didn't get along so well with each other seemed to be very compatible people when they started talking.
Nakamura-san's proprietress is good at Western cuisine, while our cuisine is mainly Japanese, isn't it? Oh no. Higashisuka proprietress, I can't prepare such an authentic Japanese menu.
By all means, 80 carts in that course is very impressive.
This is hilarious! Should we go around together to celebrate our reconciliation?
This is
Quite strong! And after graduating from college, both Reiko and I returned to our hometown and started working at the inn. Nakamura Inn and Higashitsuka Inn kept the same names, but made a special package plan that allowed guests to stay one night at each of the two inns. And during their stay, they could enjoy a total of 5 baths and 4 outdoor baths at both inns, which was a big hit.
About the breakfast buffet, since we're in charge of the Western menu, and your place is in charge of the Japanese menu, why don't we increase the number of items on the buffet?
That sounds good. Mom and Dad will be happy. Many of the locals were surprised that Nakamura and Higashitsuka, who have always been rivals, suddenly became friends. But all of them were happy that Reiko and I put an end to that. That's right. They've been on bad terms for decades.
Hey Ryo, I'm closing the open-air bath at my place today to replace the tiles. We want to go in together after work?
Yeah, that open-air bath feels good. Reiko, will you marry me?
Yes.
Every day since we got engaged, Reiko and I have been getting along well, making new plans for the inn, and both of our families are getting along too. I suspect that as long as they are getting along, each other's inns will be safe and sound.
Oh hey, isn't that the young proprietress of Nakamura Inn and the heir of Higashisuka Inn? It's nice to see, isn't it? Nakamura Inn and Higashisuka Inn get along so well with each other. It's so warm. They seem to help each other and provide excellent service.
They used to be enemies, but those two bridged the gap.
What? I want to hear about that.
The chef told a young woman who was staying at the inn about this story, and it became a hot topic on social media, leading to a jinx that if couples stay together, they could get married.
No, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, the inn is always full of couples these days.
Mr. Sakurai, good morning.
Ah, Miss Mitsuba, good morning.
Look at what I found at the store. This is your favorite, right? Here, I got you one.
Oh, really? Thanks.
Hey, you had something on your shoulder. Let me get it for you. Well, I better get going. I wish I could work in the same department as you. Or maybe you could come work in my department.
I'm Yuta Sakurai. I'm 26. There was this woman at the office, Miss Mitsuba, and I think she liked me. I don't usually talk to women outside of work, so I always get really nervous when she talks to me.
You're such a ladies' man, Mr. Sakurai. Miss Mitsuba's really cute. Lots of people like her, you know.
Oh, I see. Did any of them ask her out?
I think so, but she always says no. Apparently she likes someone else. I wonder who that is.
I don't know. She talks to me a lot, but that's probably because I was in charge of her training when she started working here. A few years ago, I was put in charge of training the new employees. I remember Miss Mitsuba having a really hard time when she first started here. I always tried my best to cheer her up. That's probably why she was all friendly to me, but I don't think she liked me or anything. I mean, come on. I'm a nobody. There's no way she likes me. Every time I ran into her at the office, she always smiled at me. The first few years, she struggled a lot, but she was doing much better now. I was really happy for her. Then one day, we got a new employee at our department.
This is I, Kubo. Make her feel at home, everyone.
What? No way.
Sakurai, you're gonna be in charge of her training.
Huh? Me? She's my ex from college. I can't tell him that. What now? This is so awkward. Hi.
Stop
Stop being so awkward. Just act normal.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ugh, you sound so nervous. Stop that. Just pretend you don't know me or something. Jeez.
This is bad. I really didn't want to do this, but this was my job now, so I had no choice.
How's that?
Good. Okay, then I think we could call it a day. Good work.
Thank you. Well, see you tomorrow.
She's a quick learner. You were always a smart one.
Ugh. You were always a good teacher. Back in college, you always tutored me. Remember?
Crap. Why did I say that? I'm such an idiot. Yeah, I guess. We split up in our junior year. It was right in the middle of job hunting season. We were both struggling and we were constantly fighting over the stupidest things.
I think we should end this.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Luckily, we both managed to get a job offer right before graduation. We were no longer together. But then a few years after graduating from college, I realized something. I still had feelings for her. Back then, I was such a bad boyfriend. I wanted to make things right. I should have never let her go. Maybe she didn't want to break up with me either. I was such an idiot to let her go like that. I don't know. Maybe she's over me. She didn't even look me in my eyes. She probably doesn't want anything to do with me. I knew I had to separate my private life from work, so I tried to forget about it. But honestly, I couldn't stop thinking about her.
Mr. Sakurai, you look tired. You okay? You're in charge of training a new employee, right? Is that why?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How did you know?
I heard from one of your colleagues.
Hey, have you ever ran into your ex? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
No, it's fine. So, you want to know about my ex-boyfriend?
Not really, but if I say that, it might upset her. I guess.
Okay. Well, he was a pretty normal guy. We dated for a few months back in college, but it was nothing. I don't even know if that counts as dating. I probably wouldn't recognize him, even if I run into him. That's about it, though. I've only had one boyfriend. You think that's a bad thing?
I wouldn't say that.
Would you want to be my boyfriend?
Huh?
Nothing. Well, I gotta go. Bye.
What was that about?
Sounds like you two were close.
Kubo? How long have you been standing there?
You like her? She's cute.
It's none of your business.
Oh. Well, I guess you're right. It's none of my business.
I know I'm the one that said it first, but when she says it like that, it kinda hurts. I'm such an idiot. It's been years. Gotta move on. Or should I tell her I want to start over? Nah, that sounds super lame. That weekend, I went to this cat cafe to take the edge off. I love cats so much. This one kind of looks like Kubo. Oh, what am I thinking about? Snap out of it!
Meow. Mr. Sakurai? What are you doing here? Do you come here often?
Yeah, sometimes.
Wow, I had no idea. I love cats too.
Oh, cool. I ran into Miss Mitsuba outside the office for the first time. She said she always came here. Then the next day, I ran into her again at the mall. Then a week later, I ran into her again. At first I thought it was just a coincidence, but I think she was following me around. As for Kubo, I ran out of things to teach her. She was always really smart, so she was doing just fine on her own. And she was starting to make new friends at the office. I still had feelings for her, but there wasn't much I could do about that. And I didn't know what to do about Miss Mitsuba either. She was causing me a headache. I've been running into Miss Beatsaba a lot recently. I run into her almost every weekend.
Dude, she likes you for sure. She's following you around. You lucky bastard. Just go out with her already. You don't like her?
It's not that. I just like someone else, that's all.
Oh, I see. Well, makes sense, I guess. Miss Beatsaba is really pretty too, though. I'm just saying.
What do I do? Maybe I should tell her to stop. I don't really want to hurt her feelings, but I gotta tell her at some point. This is getting out of control, so I gotta put a stop to this. What if she starts showing up at my house? I better go talk to her. But then a few days later, she showed up at my doorsteps.
Mr. Sakurai, can I crash at your place tonight?
What? Hold on, how did you find me? She's starting to scare me.
The thing is, I got in a big fight with my roommate and I got nowhere else to go. Please?
Sorry, but no. Maybe you can ask your other friends.
No, come on. Why not, please? I'm sure we'll have loads of fun.
I don't know. What do I do? Look, I've been meaning to talk to you. I want you to stop doing this. Stop following me around like this, okay? I don't mind talking to you at work, but you can't just show up at my house like this.
What's your problem? I'm just trying to be friendly. I'm like the prettiest girl in the office. What is the matter with you?
Is she for real?
You like me, right? Just be honest. You know you like me. Admit it. Stop lying to yourself.
Give it up. You're not his type. If anything, he hates girls like you. You come on too hard.
Kubo?
You're the new girl. What do you know about Mr. Sakurai?
I know a lot about him. I know what he likes, what he doesn't like. I know everything about him. He hates whipped cream. He loves dumplings. He likes spicy food, but he gets a stomachache if he eats too much of it. He's not scared of heights, but he hates rides that go really fast. He likes cats more than dogs. Oh, and he hates taking hot baths. And he also likes stuffed animals. Cute, right?
Hold on!
Who are you? How do you know all of this?
I'm his ex.
Ex? So what? You trying to get back with him? That's so lame. How pathetic are you? He'll never take you back.
You're right. I want to get back together with him. I know it sounds pathetic, but...
What?
I was such an idiot back then. I'm the one that said we should end it. But I don't even know why I said that. I've been regretting it ever since. I tried to forget about him, but I couldn't. I tried to move on, but I just couldn't do it. If I could turn back time, I'd do things differently, that's for sure. I thought about calling him many times, but I didn't want to be a bother. But then I got a new job and they put him in charge of my training. I couldn't believe it, but I didn't know what to do either. And then I asked my friend where he lived and followed him home. I'm like a stalker now.
Why are you telling me all this? What are you trying to accomplish? Mr. Sakurai, she's dangerous. Don't even think about it. You should start fresh with me.
I couldn't forget about you either.
Huh? Huh?
I feel the same way about you, I don't know why I broke up with you. I've been regretting it all these years. Look, I don't know how to say this, so I'll just say it. I want to start over. Will you give me another chance?
Yuta.
You gotta be kidding me, right? How could you do this to me, Mr. Sakurai? You're always flirting with me and stuff.
No, I wasn't. I was never interested in you.
You're not even his type. Like I said, you come on too hard. He hates that.
Yeah, she's right. You were always too friendly, you know? I don't like people like that. Yeah, I never liked you. Sorry. I'm gonna get back together with her, so please don't follow me around anymore. She finally gave up after that. Peace at last. Thank goodness. So I started dating Ai again. Oh man, I still can't believe we're back together. Never thought I'd see the day. Hey, I'm really sorry about the way I acted back in college. From now on, I'm gonna be there for you, okay?
Thanks. I'm sorry too. I was so selfish back then. It won't happen again. I'm sure we'll have our share of hardships in the years to come, but from now on, we'll face our problems together.
Yeah, sounds good. So, after many years, we were back together again. And things between us were better than ever. I lost her once, but I'm never gonna let that happen again. Anyways, glad everything worked out.
It's been a while since we last sat down and had dinner together, huh? I was pretty busy the last few weeks.
Yeah, me too. I increased my shift so I don't have much time recently.
How's the part-time job at the restaurant?
Yeah, it's actually kind of fun. And the pay isn't that bad either, so it's all good. My name is Koki Nakata, and I'm a sophomore in college. It's just me and my mom living together. We're not well off or anything, but we both love working. We get along great.
I don't mind you working hard at your part-time job, but don't forget about your school. You also need to study if you're going to make something of your life.
Yeah, I know, Mom. There was something I was a bit concerned about at work.
What is it?
The restaurant was recently renovated. New wallpaper and flooring, but the room in the back is still a mess. A lot of mold and dark stains.
Oh, really? Mold, huh? Yeah, that can be a problem. I use undiluted white vinegar. Put that into a spray bottle and apply to the moldy areas. That always worked for me. If that doesn't work, just use some baking soda. That always seems to work.
Baking soda, huh? Works on all kinds of stuff, doesn't it?
It might alter the color a bit. I would dry it out first on a section that's not that obvious.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. I'll give it a go. My mom worked at a big cleaning company for years, and she's sort of an expert with such things. Ever since I was a kid, she would tell me how to clean, what detergents and fluids to use when cleaning. Maybe that's why I'm sort of a stickler for cleanliness, I guess. So even at my part-time job, I tend to clean things up, even when it's not necessary. Ah, great! This looks like it's gonna work. It's shining already. I've been working at various restaurants since high school, but recently I started working at this little restaurant/bar near the station. This place is a chain-type restaurant, but it's old, and to be honest, it's not really that clean. I would clean the place up a little before work and after work, if I have time.
Oh my god, the walls are clean!
Hey, Chief!
Some of the staff were saying that the stain here looked like a spooky face and the stain was all greasy-like. Everyone was cracking jokes about it. How'd you get it all cleaned up?
Oh, it's just baking soda and water in this spray bottle. Just a few swipes, and it all disappeared.
Baking soda, huh? Seems like that stuff really works. Great job, Koki.
Yeah, thanks. She's the assistant chief manager, Harumi. I just call her Chief. She's always really energetic and fun. I do a little cleaning, and she's super grateful. I love seeing her reaction, so I tend to clean up stuff whenever I can. Boy, these plates. Who stacked them for Pete's sake? Looks awful. Excuse me, Chief. Can I rearrange these plates? Might be easier to pull plates out if they were better organized.
Yeah, would you please? I never had time to put them in proper order. Always seem to just dump them on the shelf. Hey boss, don't you think Koki is doing a good job? He's always cleaning and doing stuff to make the place look better. He's really good at it.
Yeah, well, he just started. It's a pretty hard job. Not sure if he'll last. Lots of people quit after a couple of weeks. Pays better than a regular restaurant, but it can get pretty hectic on the weekends.
I bet Koki will have no problem. Just wait and see. I sure wish he'll continue working here. But I guess he won't be able to continue after he graduates from college. Too bad, huh?
Boy, she's really got the hots for him. I'm not sure I like where this is going. I hope he just up and quit.
Hey, boss! There's some guy throwing up in the bathroom. The place is a mess. The customers are complaining. What do we do?
What? For God's sake, then just clean it. Wait a sec. Hey, Koki, would you clean up the bathroom? Seems like it's a bit dirty. When that kid sees that mess, I bet he'll up and quit right away.
30 minutes later, boss, the bathroom's all spick and span.
Are you serious? Did you really clean that all up already?
Yes, sir. You want to check it yourself?
What the hell is this? It's cleaner than it was before. What is he, Mr. Clean? What kind of magic did you use?
Yeah, I started cleaning and then noticed dirty spots here and there, and I just couldn't stop myself from cleaning the whole thing. I just couldn't let it go. I used baking soda spray on the porcelain. Won't scratch it up. And for the tougher stains, I used citric acid and some white vinegar.
So this guy will do the dirtiest work if it makes Harumi happy, is that it? Okay, kid.
The chief praised me for that job and other stuff. To be honest, I was elated. Her appreciation made me want to clean up even more. When I found the slightest stain, I would go at it like crazy. After about 3 months working there, the place became spotless, and as a result, we started to get way more customers, and they all seemed satisfied with how the place looked and operated.
Boy, Koki really worked hard to make this place so clean. That's why we have way more customers now. What I'm really pleased about is that we have so many more women coming in. Thanks for all your hard work, Koki.
I'm just happy I could be of service.
Hey, Koki. Why do you know so much about cleaning? Did you have experience with this kind of work from another job, maybe?
My mom worked at this cleaning and maintenance company and taught me all kinds of cleaning methods. I also did some part-time work before that required cleaning.
That's pretty cool. Hey, could you show me some good ideas? Makes me want to clean up my room more. Yeah, me too.
I sure would like to be you, Koki. Clean and orderly. I'm just the opposite.
That guy makes my blood boil.
After the place was cleaned up, the main office had an inspection of the chain restaurants in the area, and our place was selected as the Best Restaurant of the Month award. As a result of this, I heard that the area manager was going to visit, but unfortunately, I was off that day.
Wow, this is the first time that our shop was selected as the #1 in the area. Can you believe it?
Yeah, we have Koki to thank for that, right?
Is this Koki one of your part-time workers?
Yes, that's right. He's a real hard worker. Takes his job seriously.
I see.
This is not good. I have to figure out a way to try and get rid of him.
I got a phone call from the restaurant manager that night. Apparently, I somehow broke some company rule and that I was going to be let go. I wasn't really sure what it was all about, but I got the feeling that the boss just wanted to get rid of me.
I'm really sorry about this, Koki. It's just some company rule. Not sure what it's all about. We'll deposit the last of your pay by the end of the month, so don't worry.
Wow. Did I just get fired? Well, that's a first. Well, I guess I just have to find another job. What can I say? It's just a part-time job. No use complaining to management about it. I felt kind of bad that I couldn't see the chief anymore, but I decided to forget about it and get on with my life.
Hey everyone, listen up. I have some bad news. Koki decided to quit, so I changed the shift schedule. So make sure you verify it later.
Wait, Koki just up and quit? What happened?
How the hell should I know? These kids are so irresponsible. Just quits without even giving a reason, for God's sake. What's with that guy? Sheesh.
That's not possible. Are you sure it wasn't you that made him quit? What did you say to him?
Boss, you weren't very happy with him, you know. You always seemed like you wanted him gone from day one. Are you sure you didn't fire him for some reason?
But he already quit, so there's nothing that any of us can do.
I was going to go out and look for another job, but I figured, why not take a month off and just relax? It was summer, I was off from school, so why not? Mom thought it was a good idea too. So here I was at home, looking through the classifieds for a new job when...
Anything good? Make sure it's something nearby.
Nope, not yet. Found a few, but a little too far. It was about 3 weeks after I was let go from that job at the restaurant. The guy said he was the area manager or something.
Hello? This is Koki Nakata, right? You were let go 3 weeks ago, but this was a wrongful termination. We intend to severely punish the person responsible. We appointed Harumi as the new manager, and she's already taken charge. Would it be possible for you to come back and work for us again? We'll make it worth your while, and all the remaining staff members insist that you return.
Apparently, after I was let go, the place gradually went downhill. The place returned to how it was before.
Looks like the shop has returned to its original condition. What's going on here?
The reason why the shop looked so good was all thanks to Koki. He did all the cleaning on his own. We tried helping him, but we just didn't have the time. And he's so good at cleaning, knows the right stuff to use and all.
Yes, I remember you talking about him. You worked here part-time, right? That college student, if I remember correctly. And so, where is he?
I heard from the manager that he just quit out of the blue, without any advance warning. But I know Koki. He's not the type to just walk off the job. He always thought about the shop and how to make it cleaner and better. He was so happy that we increased our customer base.
Yeah, there aren't many people that work hard like Koki. I'm sure the boss said or did something to make him quit.
We all have our suspicions about the manager. He made him quit.
Looks like I may need to have a little talk with the manager. Huh? Talk to me? The assistant manager, Harumi, told me all the work you did around here, and she wants you to come back. What do you say? Won't you at least think about it?
Wow, I didn't realize that Harumi and the others thought so highly of me. Yes, sir! If Harumi's going to be the new manager, I'd really like to help her out. After that, the previous manager was fired, and I resumed my job at the restaurant.
I'm so happy you decided to come back. I'm the manager now. Are you sure you can take it?
Don't be too hard on me. Joking aside, I'm so happy to be back. And congratulations on your promotion.
Oh boy, what a relief. When I heard that Koki quit, I was so shocked. I was about to break down and cry.
What is wrong with the previous manager, for God's sake? Why did he want to get rid of him so badly?
You know what I think? I think he had a crush on you, Harumi.
What? You're kidding me! No way!
You and Koki were really friendly, and he was just envious. He was in the way, I suppose.
Remember when Harumi was trying to get a raise for Koki after he cleaned up the place? That was when he really started getting all nasty. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
No, please. Forget it.
Yeah, Koki was just doing his job after all. You did nothing wrong, Harumi. It was all that manager that was a weirdo.
And now that you're the manager here, we're all rooting for you.
Thanks, everyone. I just hope I'll be a good manager to all of you. I'm looking forward to working with you all.
We all got to work cleaning up the place, and it wasn't long afterward that we were awarded the Best Restaurant of the Month award again. When I have time, I try to teach everyone various techniques of cleaning. Because we maintained a high standard of cleanliness, we in turn increased our clientele. I'm always so grateful when I hear compliments from our customers.
Oh yeah, boss. I heard something really weird. Apparently Koki was working at this other restaurant when he cleaned the whole place up like he did this place. That shop's monthly sales skyrocketed. But the manager there took Koki for granted and he ended up quitting. After he left, the shop quickly went down the tubes. There are rumors that there are several shops like that. All the people working at these shops where Koki was working all say that Koki is actually a magician, a genius cleaner.
Oh my god, then we really have to take super good care of him.
After that, Harumi was really friendly toward me, and we gradually started seeing each other outside the workplace. We saw eye to eye on a lot of things, and eventually, we started dating. But I don't want to get into that right now. That's a whole other story.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.